Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 27th. We're just going to jump right in here and see what is going on in your current general energies. You have this Magpie card. It says Yin Yang on it. And you have the Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Two of Wands. I feel like this is new love that's coming in for you. You could be finding your kind of like divine counterpart. You have this yin yang card. It's like you could be finding the light to your dark, you know? You could be finding someone who is kind of your balance point or whatever you want to call it is what I feel here. Yeah, definitely. This looks like a very good love reading for those of you that want love. And even if you don't want love, I love this card right here, this Life is Speeding Up card. We see a lot of speed. Here you go. Even more speed in your reading. Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands. These are all cards of kind of like moving forward, taking action. And you cannot make this stuff up. Look, it says take inspired action. There you go, Capricorn. This is a good reading. I would say that anything you feel inspired to do, I would do it no matter what it is, because it's clearly going to be successful. I do feel like you're leaving something out in the cold here between these two, Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. It could be a person for sure, but it's like you're going towards your true desire. Even if we just took this reading and said, not a person, right? We could say that he's holding on to one wand, the Knight of Wands. Same with the Queen of Wands. Two of Wands, he's reaching forward to a new wand. Wands right here to the Ace of Wands. That's like your one wand. And to me, this whole entire reading is saying, if you want more balance in your life, I feel like you need to go on the adventure of this passionate new beginning that you're about to have, whatever it is. And it looks to me like, guess what? By the way, the Ace of Wands is inspired action. Ace of Wands is like that spark of life. Just that like one thing we need to take action. So it looks to me like for those of you that have been stuck, or like maybe you want to start a business or you want to start a YouTube channel or whatever you want to do, it's like maybe you've been stuck with like, what do I do? It's like the what has been missing. But I kind of feel for some of you that the what is coming in this week. It's like the what to do, the what to work on. Those are the types of answers that I see coming in for you. I also clearly see things speeding up. But I do feel like there could be a person coming in for you. Definitely could be a fire sign. You have a ton of fire here. And it could be or if it's not a fire sign, just a very fiery person. You have the Two of Cups. So definitely a solid connection. Two of Cups is, of course, soulmates. Two people who communicate very well. And I always say these two people, they're meant to look very different because they come from two different worlds. So I feel you are attracting a person who is either different than your usual type or who just has a different background than you or something. There's like some sort of difference here, and that's probably what will stand out to you. I kind of also feel there's still like this lingering energy from the past, from like, I would just say, for those of you that have dealt with an inconsistent person in the past who had a big ego or who had ego issues, it's kind of funny because maybe when you were with them, you didn't really see it as ego, but now that you're like away from them, I feel like you realize that it's ego. I feel like this person is still in your energy, but at the same time, I feel like you're drifting away towards something new with the Two of Wands. He has this wand that is like standing behind him, and that wand to me just represents something that stands on its own. The wand that he is reaching forward and grabbing is something new, like a new opportunity, and he has the whole world in his hands. It literally says that, like when he leaves the top of his castle here, and when he gets out into the world, that's where he will find the most success. So he just needs to get out into the world. And I feel that for a lot of you. For a lot of you, I feel like getting out in the world is just separating your energy from a past person. It's like you're just exploring your options now, or just, getting out there and meeting new people. For others of you, I feel like you're taking bigger risks in business. And again, I feel that is a good idea. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Nine of Wands. For those of you that want love, I feel like you're willing to give love a second chance. Not as in a person, but just love itself. The Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior, and I feel like you're defending yourself from this person, this Knight of Wands person. Although I kind of feel like it's two people. Maybe it would be better to just say that you're really attracting like a Queen of Wands person. It doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to, by the way. It could be like a more of like an emperor. Let's put it that way. That's even better. Definitely like a boss, someone who is very confident, kind, caring, sharing. All those words are popping into my head. And you have the Queen of Cups as well. I feel like this is just one person. It's kind of describing like the type of person that they are. And so I feel like you're protecting yourself from the past, basically. Yeah, with the Two of Cups, look, you have the Four of Cups. It's crazy to me that everybody's been getting this card that has had a love reading. And This deck is called the White Sage Tarot, and you can see that all three of those cups are pouring into one cup. It's almost as if you're, and I think I said this to you recently in your last reading, it's almost as if you're attracting a person where it's like they're equivalent to three, and you have three people right here. As I was saying, it's almost as if this person has like more than enough energy to give, and they give it. They don't like hold back and play games and things like that. So for those of you that want love, that's what's going on here. For all of you as well, I kind of feel like that Four Cups is saying you're finally mixing things together. Again, I always say that the Four Cups, it's like trying to manifest a cake, right? But really, the guy is disappointed because he's basically manifested like the flour, the sugar, the eggs. He just needs to mix it all together. And in the White Sage Tarot, they're all being mixed together. So I really feel a lot of you, even outside of love, are just getting some results that you've been trying to manifest. With the Two of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty, happy home, happy family, being really happy, your emotions overflowing. This is the card of the happily ever after, so just, love it. Next, you have this Storyteller card. This is showing up in the area of the unexpected. As I've said to all the Earth signs, I really don't think that there's very much unexpected coming in for Earth signs for a while. And that's probably a good thing. There are no like big crazy surprises necessarily in the world. There will be plenty of crazy surprises, more and more and more. But on a personal level, I think things are a little bit more predictable. And again, that doesn't mean there won't be little surprises here and there. But again, I don't try to make my readings fit, even though I call this the unexpected. I don't really feel like there's anything unexpected showing up for you here. And again, this has been a theme for you Earth signs. What I do feel like is a little bit unexpected is that maybe if you meet this person, this looks like a new person to me, and I feel like they have a lot of skills, and maybe you feel like they are a storyteller. It's like, I don't really have any good examples, but there have been people in my life where I'm like, is this person serious? Like, are they, like, I'm just talking about friends and stuff like that, right? Or people that have become friends, where it's like you meet them and you're like, there's no way this person's stories are true, right? But then they are. So I feel like this person is willing to show you their actions if this is love, and as I've been saying, that's definitely what I would be paying attention to now, especially with the way the astrology is. I would only be paying attention to actions, not words. So I feel like that, number one. Number two, look, it's a blank canvas. It's a blank sheet of paper. I feel like it's a great time for you to start telling the story that you want to hear about yourself so that you can be more successful. You have the Queen of Wands. So again, I feel like you're very attractive at this time. I also feel like you could be attracting a person where there's a lot of desire with this person. I feel like things are going to move very quickly as well. You have the Life is Speeding Up card. Eight of Wands also represents speed, things moving very quickly. You might be meeting a person where it starts as communication and then there's more desire. Obviously, it gets more physical. Let's put it that way. In the near future, I do feel like there's a lot of, kind of like affection and caring energy with this Queen of Cups. I'm just getting the word like value or something like that. That's not the word I want, but there's a word that's similar to that, where I feel like this person just really values you and just values relationships. So there's something about value here. And sometimes I think that's all that matters, right? I think that most relationship problems start small. You know what I mean? Where it's like maybe the relationship is good, but maybe one person starts criticizing little things instead of like valuing the relationship. I feel like this person doesn't do that. And that might be something that stands out to you. They really like value the relationship. You have the Emperor as well. So again, I feel like you could be attracting like a boss type person. It would not surprise me if it was an Aries or a fire sign just in general. You have so much fire here. It could be any sign, take it how it resonates. Aquarius also stands out to me, but again, take it how it resonates. Regardless, I feel like it's a person who takes action. I also feel that you are taking action. We go Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So it's like you're working on something new here, or you've been thinking about working on something new. I mean, there's no good way to say this, Capricorn. The sooner you take action, the sooner you're going to be successful. I kind of have that feeling of, sorry, I almost just dropped all the cards. I kind of have that feeling of like, what are you waiting for? Why, what is the delay here, right? With the Queen of Wands, you have the Nine of Pentacles. I kind of feel like this is where you're at, especially if you went through a breakup. But even if you didn't, doesn't matter. I still feel that you're kind of in this very independent energy mode right now. And I feel like this is the energy you've been embracing. You've really been focusing on yourself. Nine of Pentacles. The lady always has 6 pentacles on one side, 3 pentacles on the other, and it kind of just says that she is valuing herself. She keeps 6 pentacles for herself, and she's willing to give 3 pentacles to any situation that she enters into: job, business, money, spiritually, health-wise, it could be anything. But she's always keeping enough for herself. She's really valuing herself, and I kind of feel like some of you have started to do that, or you have been doing that. With the Queen of Cups, yes, strength. I do feel like you could be meeting a person who's very strong. It's kind of weird because I've been getting this for other people as well, but it's almost as if it's like this person, it's like I feel like they don't need anyone either, but not in, I don't think they're a jerk about it. I think it's like they're very independent in a way, but that does not mean that they don't want to be with you. I feel like they will want to spend time with you and everything like that, but they don't need you. So they might do things where you're like, are they interested in me? I don't know, it's popping into my head, or it's you. This might be you that I'm talking about here, Capricorn. So I don't know, if you're meeting a person, they might be like, why aren't you talking to me or whatever, but I feel like it's coming from a different place, And I feel that about this person as well. I feel like they're very independent. Like, let's put it this way. It's like I think sometimes in relationships, we're all guilty of this, right? Maybe we do something because it's like we want to know that the person cares. So maybe we do something to like trigger them or whatever because we want to see something, right? I feel like this person can't get triggered. I feel like they're very stable. It's like if you try to do something like that, but I really feel like the place that it's coming from is the fact that they're just like a very straightforward person. It's like if you want something, just ask them. If you want to know if they care, just ask them. I feel like they will spill their guts, right? But it's like if you try to play games, I feel like this person will run away. But again, this might not be them. This might be you, as in if they try to do this with you. But again, I'm a big fan of communication right now. I know it's cliche to say that, relationships are all about communication. I think personally, I think relationships are about respect. And I think they have very little to do with communication. But at the same time, I do feel like that if you communicate with this person, they'll fix any problems right away, or, vice versa, right? With the Emperor card, you have the 2 wands. Yes. I thought you have the 2 wands. You do, right here. So I'm going to show you over here because it's just going to be easier. He's standing where he has always been. The story of the 2 wands is that he rushed to a finish line and he feels like there's nothing else for him to experience. He feels like he has experienced everything that there is to experience, but he has the whole world in his hands. It's like there's so much more that he could do. There's so much more that he could be doing half, really. But he just needs to set himself free, right? 8 of Swords, keeping yourself stuck in a mental prison. So, in your next row here, for what you need to hear right now, you have this Antelope Spirit that says, life is speeding up. I love this card. I definitely feel like things are happening faster for you. But it's not really that things are happening faster. I think that what is happening is that you've just I think it seems like things are happening faster, but it's really just because you have reached a certain level of knowledge and wisdom. It's like, I think maybe maybe you're used to being in a relationship. Let's say you are used to being in a relationship every 2 years. Like you get into a relationship, have a breakup, and then it's like 2 years before you get into the next one. It's like maybe now it's like 6 months, right? It's like I feel this is saying the cycles are speeding up. Same thing with business. It's like maybe you've had business failures, and maybe it takes you like 4 years to rebuild your business, but maybe now it's only taking a year, right? It's like things are happening faster, but I think it's really because of like what it's your knowledge has increased, which is allowing you to do things faster. So it's not really faster, it's just that you're smarter or you've learned something new. I feel that. I do also feel that things are happening quickly in your life. You have the 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles. If you're looking for quick solutions, I would say look for new solutions. 8 of Swords is only seeing one way of doing things when there could be like a million ways to do anything that you want to do in your life. And I always say that the 8 of Swords represents only seeing one solution to a problem when there are many. And right next to it, you have the Page of Pentacles and even the Magician as well. These can be cards of using different tools, especially the Magician. He has mastery over all the suits in the tarot. And so it can say if one way doesn't work, try something else. Page of Pentacles is about learning about new ways of doing things. So anything that you want to move faster, learn about it. I've been saying this to you since like 2016 because we had Saturn in Capricorn and we have Pluto in Capricorn still as well. All that Capricorn energy, I would be learning. I do this. I have like 5 planets in Capricorn. I've been learning as much as I can since 2016 because, I would just take advantage of that energy. Let's put it that way. You have the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is quick success, a quick conclusion, and it could also be like quick movement as well. I kind of feel like there could be communication coming in, or you could be communicating with a person. I kind of feel like you know this person as well. It's like you either work with this person, we're talking about love here. Either you work with this person, they're part of a friend group or like a social group, or, I feel like this person is in your energy. So, again, if you're looking for love, I feel like this person is around you, probably a fire sign, like I said. Could also be another earth sign as well, I'm getting, but, they probably have fire in their chart regardless. They are very confident, I would say, regardless as well. But there's definitely going to be communication here. I would be careful of a past person with the Five of Pentacles. I kind of feel like you're pulling yourself out of the cold, but maybe someone else is staying stuck in the cold. I would also say, like, there are a million reasons not to do something. I keep trying to remind people that, especially right now, there are 1.5 million reasons not to do things right now because of the world that we live in. But, even if there's just one good reason for doing something that you want to do, I would do it right here. Ace of Wands. Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. And, I would focus on your strengths, which I feel is true for everyone, but you have the strength card right here. And there's like a goal or something that you want to accomplish with this Ace of Wands. There's like something you want to change. And it's almost like, kind of like what I feel for you, the fear could be is letting go of the past, letting go of something that's behind you with that Two of Wands. Again, he has that second wand. He has this wand behind him, which it stands on its own. It kind of represents something from the past being complete, and what's in front of him is something new that he could work on. And so I feel like letting go of the past would be a good idea. But I'm not talking about a person either. This could be an idea, a business that you've been working on, or a job, whatever it is. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Eight of Swords, basically the universe saying, I meant what I said. Study, research, look for new ways of doing things. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Four of Swords. Some sort of recovery going on here. I feel like you have been healing, which is interesting. Again, if you're dealing with a past person, I don't think they've done anything. I feel like they just stay stuck in low vibe energy. So I would just, keep doing what you're doing. Focus on yourself. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands. Yep, quick success. Eight of Wands twice here as well. Crazy. I love the eights. They definitely represent abundance, success, good things coming in for you. I would also say that there could be communication coming in for you. Maybe you've been feeling lonely. And again, if you're looking for love, I feel there could be communication. At the end here, for the good stuff, you have this Take Inspired Action card. So clearly, I would be taking action towards things that you're inspired. Literally, the Ace of Wands says take inspired action. So, the Ace of Wands, I frequently say, is sometimes just like that one thing we need to be motivated or to feel like we're going in the right direction. And so I feel there's a lot of success here, but I would like move in that direction, of course, with these cards. And I would take inspired action. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands. I always pull the card that the Magician is pointing to. So I'm going to say that he's pointing to this one right here. But look at this. You have a powerful move card. I love this card. So I feel like a lot of you could be making some powerful moves at this time. I really feel even like people in your life might not believe that you're accomplishing the things that you're accomplishing here with this energy. But it's going to require that you use all your skills. I feel like everything's adding up, especially if you've been, if you're one of those Capricorns, of course, that's had a lot of life lessons, then it's like everything is adding up to what you're about to do, what you're about to create in your life. It's like you're finally seeing like what all those lessons have taught you. You're finally seeing like what all the things that you've been going through are leading up to. And it's like probably some sort of new beginning with the Ace of Wands. So I would move in this direction. Again, the Ace of Wands is something that excites you, something that gets you out of bed in the morning, something that you want to move towards. Could be anything. Could be love, a new job, a new business. Even if you're retired, could be a personal project, writing a book, writing poems. I don't care what it is. It's probably something creative. I do feel like you need more creative energy here, Capricorn. I get that feeling from the reading that it's kind of like more saying that, like, if you're struggling to get your business to grow, if you're struggling to get a relationship to get moving, I feel like tapping more into like, fun, childlike energy, playfulness, creativity, all those, like doing creative exercises even, I think would be a good idea for you. I just think it'll get the juices flowing. I think it'll get things moving forward. You also have the Page of Pentacles, so I do feel like this could be a new person, like I said, that's coming in for you. We've been talking about this whole entire time. It's definitely the yin to your yang, right? This person is exactly what you need, kind of like the opposite of you, but in a good way. I feel like it's a person who really kind of balances you out. I also get I feel like spiky energy, but I feel like this could be you. Not calling you out here, totally get it, Capricorn. You've been hurt in the past or whatever. I feel like this person, it's like I feel like they kind of are persistent. not in a creepy way, but I just feel like they're able to kind of break through your defenses, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. Like I said, I mean this in a good way. I feel like they could be coming in to kind of like get you to open your heart. I feel like you will want to open your heart to this person, so it's not like a bad thing. Like I said, let's see what is going on here. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer shores, definitely improvements. You're leaving something behind, for sure. Normally, the woman and the child in the boat on the Six of Swords, they're leaving everything behind, and they're moving on to calmer shores. So I feel for a lot of you, you're just moving on from something, starting over. Again, we kind of talked about this with the Two of Wands, leaving something behind. I get that here in your reading. But it's obviously a good thing. It's showing up in the good stuff. With the Magician, you have the Two of Pentacles, balancing energy, work hard, play hard, right? He has the figure 8 over his head. You have all these 8s in this reading. The figure 8 is, kind of infinity symbol, putting energy out, getting energy back, but it's also about balance, like making sure, like I said, I feel like you have the serious work ethic, Capricorn energy down, right? You got that. I feel like you need more playfulness, more happiness, more joy, more silliness injected into your life, and that's what I would be balancing out here with the Two of Pentacles, is like the playfulness. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Seven of Swords. Again, this is the area of the good stuff, so it doesn't matter what shows up here. It's going to be good no matter what. Seven of Swords can be lying, cheating, stealing. I feel like you dealt with that in the past, no doubt about it. But I do feel like this is talking about tactics. A lot of people have been getting this in the good stuff as well, which is interesting. We're just in a tactical time, probably because of Pluto and Aquarius. It's like if you try to do something that is like the conventional way of doing things, then it's probably not going to work. But if you try to do things in an innovative way, then you're probably going to be very successful. And this could be in any area of life, like business, work, career, finances, your health. So don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to, invent new ways of doing things. It could also be personal as well. It could just say that maybe you're not necessarily doing something innovative, but maybe it's innovative for you, meaning you've never done something before. We're going to pull 5 themes here. You have this Charity card. I kind of feel like the universe is wanting to be generous to you. I feel like the universe is leading you towards success. And I feel like the universe really wants this for you. So it's like the time is now is what this reading is saying to me. Next, you have this. Are you kidding? I'm going to pull an extra card because I basically already said this. You have this card of convention. So I would break free from convention and just realize that there are going to be new ways of doing things. I think this is true for everyone, but definitely true for you. You have this affair card. I do feel like there's a love affair coming in for you. Not like an affair. We're not talking about cheating here. We're talking about love, like true love. This card doesn't even mean like a bad affair. It just means love. So I feel like there's like true love coming in for those of you that want it. Very supportive. And again, I feel like this person really is patient, and I just get like this certain sense of patience with you. And it's like they're very protective of you as well. You have this criticism card here. This is about you criticizing yourself, is what I would say. I feel my thing is, how do you know when you're criticizing yourself, Capricorn? I think you know when you're criticizing yourself because I think you're trying to make things more complicated than they need to be. So whatever you're working on, right? For whatever reason, I feel like this has to do with work, like the work that you do in the world. Even if you're retired, you could still be working on a garden. You could be working on something personal. Doesn't matter. And what I would say here is I feel like if you're saying to yourself, how can I make this more complicated? I kind of actually feel like that's criticism. It's like you're saying what I can do right now is not good enough. So I feel like you need to like start just putting in the work into the things that you want to work on, and don't worry about making it more complicated or adding more steps or whatever. You have this assertion card. Could be an Aries that's coming in for you. I said that. This is the Sun in Aries, but I do feel whatever sign it is, doesn't matter. I feel like you are attracting a very assertive person. I also feel like you are being more assertive. You have that Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is kind of my card of assertion. It's my card of learning as you go as well. So don't be afraid to like start something and learn as you go. And finally, like I said, I'm throwing cards today. But these cards are super slippery as well. You have this control card, which is you, Capricorn. So I feel like you're in control. It also reminds me of the World card, this card. So there could be some sort of accomplishment coming in for you as well. But this is a really good reading, Capricorn. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.